Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Packers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
You wondered how long it would take the Raiders to give Las Vegas a Super Bowl appearance? And the answer? Not very long at all. Derek Carr has helped guide this team here in only their 3rd season after the move, playing a style of ball reminiscent of their new home. His big arm and willingness to take a few risks have led the Raiders to a Super Bowl appearance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Carr completes it, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes to...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 37.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's third and goal. Dillon diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Ooh, with a juke. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. He'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is taken around the 12. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, now Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Play here in Super Bowl 57. It's the Packers on top early. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Carr going for it all. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A dump off here to Bolden. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Samori Toure, 72 yards. And the Packers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, good move at the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. To throw is Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken at the 37. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Rodgers looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 27 yards. And the Packers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Crosby. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Shifts by him at the 25. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 96 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. On 2nd down and 4. Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Doubs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to add on to their first-half lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the route is on here in this first half. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for... And a loose football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Carr. He's got Renfro on the out route. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Carr to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we've come upon half. One of the greatest performances of the year is skipped, and we are on to the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Carr going to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And taken right on the 30. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And the hands team for the... And the ball is knocked out. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is going to be Packer football. So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. And his throw is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. And they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Now after the INT, it's Carr. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. The 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Here's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His fifth catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Drops it to Jones in the flat. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. An inside give to Jones.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers just continue to roll. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. On play action, now Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On the draw, Boulder. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Jacobs not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers out to his left. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Up the middle, Jones. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll go again to Jones. Taken down at the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On second down, Dillon. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. Rodgers going to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. There on the stop, it's Neil Farrell.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from, and he'll try and throw here on the fake. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. 3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Lombardi Trophy is going.